hate me some moon-dwelling scum. I'd rather be back on Earth where I could just get my rocks off in peace and maybe shoot a man. But now I gotta come here and they got laws and shit. Say there, you greasy son of a bitch.
He points at Brisket.
What's the big idea coming down here and causing trouble? I oughta whoop your ass.
Greasy? Well, hold on now. First of all, I ain't from the moon. I'm from down on Earth, all right? And let me tell you something. You ain't shit, even by Earth standards. I slap the shit out of your face, and then I slap your mom, and then I slap your dad. And all of you would thank me for it. You understand me, you son bitch?
Oh, don't worry, I recognize you, son, although you take a little bit more after your bitch mama than me.
Ooh, you shouldn't have brought up Brisket's mama like that. Shouldn't have brought up his mama like that at all. Now Brisket about to have to take the trash out. You know what the trash is? It's you, bitch.
Come get it, boy.
It's gonna like almost cartoon dive like with his scrawny gang. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, Jason Valley steps out of the way with his drink still in hand. Oh my. So Brisket is brawling with a man on the ground. Just an old bearded man.
I don't want to take it to you, you little bitch. You ain't walking away from this one, boy. You gonna learn today.
Ain't no one gonna walk away from this except for Brisket. You ain't gonna be able to walk after I done breaking all your legs. I'm gonna feed them to you, bitch.
So it's just a full out brawl.
That's so unsavory. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Jr.'s just looking down at this calmly.
Tara's just kind of awkwardly looking around like, oh dear, hopefully no one else is gonna try anything.
I see Brisket is subduing the locals who are hostile. It's good work, Brisket.
Brisket doesn't respond. He's just too busy fucking making a jackass of himself with this guy.
Yeah, this old man, he's a fighter, but he's really drunk. And he's old, so...
Honestly, he kind of fits in. So, this is okay.
It's in.
Yeah, this is, for you, Brisket, kind of a familiar air, actually, because just like that guy and some of the other people, this seems to be like a place where some of the shadier Earth people who are on the moon come to congregate. So even the decor is kind of reminiscent of Earth. And just like on Earth, they don't break up the fight. Some people just cheer. You see some people placing bets.
So at this point, like, for real, Brisket's idea of fighting is mostly just like pulling on this dude's cheeks. And from behind him, he has his legs around this guy's torso, and he's just like pulling his cheeks apart, like a kid would do.
There's a guy even older and more beardy than the others who just like kind of walks up and like just
get him, Willie. Kick that son of a bitch's ass.
And then he takes a big long drag off of a cigarette.
Katie's also betting on Brisket winning.
Okay, Katie, you have a roll for this, right? With a 1. I'm going to say that you have some people ready to take that action, but it seems like most of them have eyed Brisket and maybe even recognize that he is of a tribe, of a clan of some sort.
Yeah, he has tats. He has a lot of tribal tats. They're skeletal birds and shit like that.
That's what they're for, to be recognized. So anybody who's there and recognizes that, I mean, it is like you'll notice people kind of like looking away a little, like, ah, damn it. There's even people with, like, you can see on the old man you're fighting with, he has some tribal tats as well, but they're from a way different tribe.
Are they voodoo men? A different tribe of voodoo men? Or
different altogether, but your voodoo men would probably know about them if they ever did any dealings up north. They're like almost like an old folks home kind of just gang of old like truckers and bikers and shit.
What's the name of the tribe?
Just the old boys.
So while Brisket's kind of, I mean, if you can call this a tussle, he's really just kind of slapping this dude in the face a punch. He'll notice one of those tattoos and be like, oh, wait a second, you one of them old boys.
Yeah, I'm an old boy, you son of a bitch. Get off me. I'm gonna get my crew down here. We're gonna run you over. I swear we're gonna drag you out of the truck and off me, you son of a bitch. And you snuck me from behind and you sucker punched me as well. I hate you.
He gets off him. He's like, hey, calm down, old man. Yo, look, I was one of the voodoo guys. We used to, when we come up north, we used to trade water with y'all.
His face is like beet red and he's just out of breath.
Voodoo? The hell is a voodoo boy doing up here?
That's a long ass story. I see it for a reason. Right now I'm playing secret agent, but I mean, I guess right now I'm slapping the shit out of your face. Sorry about that. I should, Maybe I let my temper gets ahead of me.
Yeah, well, you snuck me, like I said, and you also knew I got a bad knee, and you exploited it for your advantage. You low down, dirty bastard.
He's just trying to get up.
He just kind of laughs, like Brisket just laughs, like, hey, yeah, she'll whip your ass. Anyway, hey, how about a drink? You know, put all this stupid shit behind us.
Oh, God. All right, but you buy no.
Yeah. And he goes and like kind of tries to get the bartender's attention. Hey, some drinks for these guys. All the old boys. They get some drinks. They get some drinks on Brisket.
Yay, drinks for everyone. Bartender, I'll take the worst thing you have on ice.
And they all start cheering.
Katie's collecting like a very small amount of gold money. Yeah, she's just counting a small, very, very small stack. Damn, why could people like just think that old guy was like better? Anyway, where were you like guys going from here?
We're investigating some lead here to get into the Hollow Moon. And she whispers the last part.
Yeah, you said that. What's the other like part now that you're here?
That was the main part.
You know, that whole what you're talking about is really crazy. I once had a guy like try to offer it up in a bet, and I told him he was full of shit and that was a stupid thing to offer up. Just so you know. And she tosses her hair.
Okay, well, we're going to find out if it's true or not.
So right about then, Brisket will like get up on the bar top and he's gonna shout to like all the people there. He's like, hey all my brothers from Earth. Yo, you know what? I don't see no secret. No, we need to keep secrets from y'all. We looking for the Hollow Moon, way down there. Anyone know about that? Also, if anyone see anyone as suspect after I said this, you tackles them to the ground. We gonna interrogate them.
As soon as you say the Hollow Moon, there's a record scratch.
Oh, what Brisket say?
The bartender puts away the bottle that he was pouring something out of and walks over with a gun in hand.
Yeah, so Brisket sees the gun. He's like, oh, so you the one who knows. He's just gonna use a stand, just gonna come out, and I guess fucking slap the gun right out of the man's hand.
Gets slapped right out of his hand.
He hops down behind the counter after it's slapped out of his hand and grabs the man by his collar.
You grab him. He just kind of stares at you for a second. You looking for the Hollow Moon, boy?
Yeah, did I stutter?
Well, then, you're a little too high for it, don't you think?
Yeah. You know, I don't like the way you said that, so I'm just gonna slap you in your face. And then he just slaps him once. Just a light slap on the cheek.
He just kind of starts laughing. It's been a long time since anyone's made this fucking mistake. And you just can see him contort a little bit, and then the ground begins to crack beneath the both of you.
Oh, shit. And he kind of looks over to Mr. Jr. and the other two.
Tara's probably like trying to run over. Maybe try to help Brisket not fall. Oh boy. Here we go again.
Gonna shove the man away and just gonna leap over the bar to create some distance.
You leap over that bar, you create that distance. The ground beneath the man does crack and break, and then a hand reaches up, swiping at where you were as a robotic humanoid figure with a dark bronze exterior and like almost a turtle-like shell on its back and two red eyes begins to climb out of the floor. Everyone else in the bar is starting to just run the fuck away because they can't really tell what's happening. It just looks like there's some kind of hole that's opening up and the ground is slightly shaking.
Which of the people here can see this other than Brisket?
Good question. Mr. Jr. can't see it. Katie can. Can Tara see stands?
Maybe, given that her boar here is basically standish. Boar is probably the stand user.
Hell yeah, I'm down for the more animal stand users.
Yeah, I'm into it.
There is one other guy who hasn't moved, I would say.
He goes by Harvey Knuckles.
Harvey Knuckles. Really? Very good. What was Harvey Knuckles doing before this went down? I should ask that.
Just enjoying like the revelry and everybody fighting and shit, and
just vibing.
Yeah, just enjoying the seedy underbelly of the city and all the fights that break out.
Right on. Well, now Harvey Knuckles is involved in a situation. Some strangers have come down. A lot of people have scattered out of the room right now. The only people that are still really left are you, the bartender, Brisket, Mr. Jr., Tara. Katie, and the man in the suit, Jason Valley. I think that covers everyone.
For right now, I'm just gonna keep drinking and watching.
This isn't unfamiliar if you're from Clash City. People do this shit all the time. And when there's supernatural powers involved, they definitely do this sort of shit. The bartender, some man with a green hood over his head, takes a step back away from the group and pulls his full stand out to view. I see. Wasn't able to get you with this first attack from my stand. No diggity. But the next one, I think I might.
Yeah, he goes, oh yeah? Well, I think Seventh Wave was gonna have some words about that. And that's when his stand is weird, fucking faceless, I guess eyeless, noseless, toothy stand just kind of fucking comes on out. Like fully displaying itself, looking like a weird jello thing. And he's gonna take the initiative. He's gonna strike before that thing can strike. I guess they could clash right here.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to invoke an aspect. He's feeling almost in his home turf. There's Earthers here. There's tribesmen here that they might be gone, but they were here. And then there's these new guys he considers his people. Like he may act like a foolish jackass, but he was serious when he said he was like looking out for Mr. Jr. And he takes anyone he considers his people in any way, their protection very seriously. So he wants to invoke that tribal aspect of himself.
So you want to add that +2 to your first clash roll. You lose 1 fate point, but you win the clash. What moderate consequence do you want to invoke on a bartender?
I want him to be shaken.
His pride is hurt as he's struck down by this voodoo person, a tribe he recognizes. Yeah, he takes the blow, and it seems to wake him up. He needs to take this seriously. After he loses the clash, you just hit him with a flurry of blows, right? Like a flurry of punches.
Yeah, so the way it comes down is like, so for anyone watching, the stand splashes like he's punching water. Solid matter around them seems to liquefy and move and wave. Like it looks very surreal, as shit that looks like it shouldn't move like this in a fluid manner is moving like this, on contact with its stand.
Once he takes those hits, you see him stumble backwards, kind of grimace, and then the bar begins to turn slowly to the left, like it's a rotating room. Now you fucked up. Right now, it is on basically a 45-degree tilt. Bottles are sliding off of the shelf. Chairs are starting to slide. The whole room is turning.
Oh, shit. What a fucked up bar. I love it.
My stand, no diggity, can't be beat on my home turf, and I'm about to show you why.
You'll notice, too, while the room is turning, he is not.
So does he look like he's floating in the air, or he's just standing on it like it's normal?
He's just standing on it like it's normal, and it's starting to speed up. Every round, it's going to start turning faster.
Okay. Is anyone else looking to join in on this, or do I just go like straight after this?
Mr. Jr. is trying to draw his sword, and then a chair slides into him and knocks him over.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
I would say the boar's probably completely immediately joined, and he's probably a lot larger than his small exterior now.
No.
Alright.
Okay.
Ugh, you're an idiot. I hate this. Why'd you start this trouble?
Brisket actually just laughs. There's something about this. It's just great that he just laughs in response to her and says, "Only way to live, baby!" And then something he's gonna do, probably really weird to them. He's gonna hold his arms out, like Chris Angel does, and just fall into the floor. And his stand's gonna like fucking fly to him. You just see him sink into the floor like it's water.
Once you get into the liquid essence of the floor, you are going to notice that there is a slight barrier around it, and there are what look like blades that are making their way through it, like very long, very large, almost propeller blade length slabs of metal are starting to push their way through the flooring, through the ceiling, through the walls. You haven't run into any yet, but there are a lot of them.
Does it look like this is an attack that would come out of the floor and hit everyone in the room?
I think with your knowledge of how this room is starting to spin faster and the fact that these blades are starting to emerge, this man is going to turn the room into an actual room-sized blender with all your friends inside of it.
Oh shit, this is fucking for real then. All right, any laughter or humor he had before is gone now. This shit's serious. He's gonna make straight for where that dude is standing under the floor, and he's gonna try and pull him down into the floor with him.
Okay, when you go for that, you will notice that wherever his feet are touching, it is solid no matter what.
Oh shit.
So he can't be pulled in.
He'll just like pull himself up out of the floor right next to him. And he's gonna go for a punch, like his stand's arm will come out of his arm and go for a punch right into his head.